his setup tonight. And this goes to both sides, but we're going to have the con answer first. You get 2 minutes, and then pro 2 minutes, and then you get a 1 minute rebuttal. All right, so here's the question. The Congressional Budget Office came out with a recent report on the impact of raising the minimum wage. Both sides seem to claim victory, saying the report concluded it would lift people out of poverty, but also saying that there would be 500,000 fewer jobs as a result. What is the one thing that came from that CBO report that we haven't heard a lot about? And generally, do you think the agency had it right?
Let me just take one quick, because I'm very intimately familiar with that study. First of all, for those of you who don't know the Congressional Budget Office, it's a very left-wing institution. It's run by Democrats. So I almost never agree with the Congressional Budget. I mean, the Congressional Budget Office is so crazy. They actually said that if we passed Obamacare, we reduced the cost of health care, we could put 30 million people on insurance, and it wouldn't raise the budget deficit. I mean, that's how uncredible the Congressional Budget Office is. And yet, even the Congressional Budget Office says that if we raise the minimum wage, we're going to lose 500,000 jobs. I think it's a lot higher than that, but even the Congressional Budget Office, a liberal outfit, says raising the minimum wage destroys jobs.
Yeah, and this raises the bigger issue, too, of we have to make a decision when we're talking about the minimum wage. Is this a big deal or is it not a big deal? Because if it's a big deal that provides a lot of benefits to a lot of people, then it's a big deal that also provides a lot of damage to a lot of people. On the other hand, if it's just a little thing where it makes a few people a little bit better off, and then on the other hand, it's not going to make businesses much worse off. You can't have a huge benefit to some group and then say, oh, well, there's no damage associated with that. It's essentially a zero-sum game.
So essentially at the heart of that debate, what we're seeing is a law of economics of supply and demand take place. So right now, as one of the few small business owners in the state legislature, I can tell you how this plays out on the ground. And how this plays out is most business owners make enormous sacrifice, by the way. They're not the Bill Gates. They're people who've risked, if you're like my wife and I, you've risked every single penny of your life savings for the opportunity that you might have life a little bit better than you do right now. At the end of the day, I don't know one employer who isn't one of the most generous, giving people to their community that I know. The issue isn't that employers don't want to pay their employees enough. The issue is, how do you begin to create opportunity? And when you start making those decisions for the business owners, what's really happening for us, we had a woman working for us, African-American, single mom, who grew up in 4 generations of poverty. And she moved up to a managerial role with us. In that, she was going to break 4 generations of cycle of poverty working under unemployment. One of the most proud accomplishments I've ever had in my entire life. What happens though, when you raise minimum wage, it means I can't pay Rhonda more because I'm paying a high school kid as much as she is. The stats are that, we got a lot of numbers thrown out, let me give you the reality of these stats. The stats are that 2.8% of people, according to Forbes magazine, make minimum wage. 50% of those are between the ages of 16 and 24. Our teen and youth unemployment in the state of Washington is 30%. We are the 4th highest in the country. We are literally impacting people's first step to opportunity, prosperity, and hope.
Thank you.